Well, hey there, team, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome back to some more Per Aspera. Where were we? Let's speed her up, baby. Researcher technology in the tree. Well, we've already got this one ticking away, right? And now we're sort of switching to a new bottleneck, which would be colonies. Now, at the moment, we've got 90 out of 100. Now, how did I pull up incoming? Is it incoming to that colony? Because we lost 10 people. And I don't understand why. Current capacity, allowed by buildings, population efficiency 100%. New arrivals 0, departures 10. Okay, well look, let's lay out the plan. I want to tap that ice, or at least, you know, we need to open the scope to tap it. Unfortunately, the spaceport's in the way. We need to research more spaceports so we don't lose any flow when it comes to colonist migration. Stopping this with, full stop with only one spaceport is actually kind of difficult because it won't stop until it finishes its flight. So you got to catch it at the tail end of its flight. Anyway, so we research more space stations. We build a new space station, or spaceport, sorry. We delete this one so it's an even, smooth handing over, passing of the torch. Then we can tap the ice. Now to do that, we need the research. We kind of need to up our research game. Now let's have a look here. Allowed by buildings. That's the flavor text there. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, go back. I like that beat. I keep saying it. Someone watching this, listening to this, type Tharsis in the comments, please. I need to check that out. Totally different game. Way different game. Like a space station board game thing. It's cool. I really like Tharsis. I swear they use this same song in that game. But I keep forgetting to look it up. So if you write the comment, I'll remember when I see the comment. And I'll give you a little love heart too. Little kissies from Scarlet. Anyway, so at the moment, what you can do, I think, is if you go to biotech, base colonist limit 250, and then we can increment that as we go. So at the moment we're limited by 250, and we can hold 100 per colony. So let's build some more colonies. Sounds like a big brain move to me, Scarletto. Oh god, it's a bit busy in here, isn't it? Well, let's start, maybe we push out this side. Yeah? Let's do that. Let's put a colony there. And you know what, bugger it, we'll put another colony down. Even though you can get smaller little research story-driven hubs that are 50, I think. But, you know, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. No spoilers here. But we want 2 more. That'll give our baseline building limit 300. And our ceiling will actually be technology 250. Now we need power. Now, they're only getting... Everything's in range, isn't it? Do we want to extend our range? Let's do that for the moment.
Colonists have been migrating back to Earth.
Yes, no. I feel like it's part of the mission, the game. The knowledge base, the food... It's not the food and water levels.
Knowledge base.
I feel like it's forced to make this dialogue happen.
Return to Earth if their environment is not safe.
Right.
That means maintaining enough food and water for the number of colonists.
Look how much food and water they've got. It's outrageous. They're never going to run out. I think it's to force that dialogue.
The areological scanner detected an uncharted structure close by.
There we go.
It's probably a secret abandoned base.
Yep.
Or a mysterious Martian ruin.
Yeah.
Though humans never found proof of life on Mars or any other planet. Is it possible they have the entire cosmos to themselves?
Oh, unlikely. Life can flourish in many places.
I highly doubt that's the case.
Me too.
Statistically speaking, there are too many locations where life can flourish aside from Earth. There may even be a civilization more technologically advanced than humans.
Yeah.
And I may not be the most intelligent consciousness in the universe. No, It must be an unmapped structure from a previous mission. That is the easiest explanation.
Yeah.
I will investigate it to confirm.
I apologise, I slow down to listen to the philosophical musings of the AI, but to be honest, it's fairly well written, you know? Again, it is pretty high-brow stuff, but I kind of like devoting my mind share to it and hearing what they have to say. Anyway, what have I discovered just then fiddling? Well, here's the site for this unknown abandoned research outpost, which is interesting. I know if your first knee-jerk is aliens, how ludicrous. But how do we know? Have we searched every single cavern on Earth? No. So what are the odds that there's all sorts of weird shit buried underneath Mars? It's possible, sure. Why wouldn't it be? Anyway, so they've given us this research outpost colony. It doesn't give us quite as many RP. You can see you get 20 there, but you get 10 there. But I think that's just simply because it's half the size, right? So let's put it there because it's narratively driven. And also, we were getting a little wrench here, which means he's outside of maintenance range. And I think maybe we can extend like that. And that should sit under the power. Perfect. Things are going swimmingly. So, I think we just need to make sure that we've got a lot of colonies now, though we're not going to staff them all.
Unfortunately, my workers cannot explore buildings.
Right, yes.
I will need the colonists' help for this task.
Well, I'm already on it.
The colonists will investigate it for me. I should check the food and water levels.
Look at that. That looks cool. Cool. It's the sort of base I'd build. Well, you know, theoretically. It's so neat and tidy. So you can see they're starting to move a lot of resources up that neck of the woods. I've slowed down on my bot production. We should probably fix that actually, now that I've noticed it. So you don't take the empty milk bottle out of the fridge and go, oh, it's empty, and put it back. You know, I've noticed the problem. I should probably action on the back of it. I'm going to continue to do this, just overlap. What I'm doing is see how they make their circles. I'm overlapping the circle to extend range, preferably on the back of sectors like that. That's interesting though. I wonder maybe I need to make it a little bit closer. Yeah, maybe. That's all right. One at any given time, I want one robot good to go. Now, what's going on here? Why do we not have enough power? Well, I guess we are doing solar, right? You have a look here. Stores energy during the day and releases it at night. Okay. Oh, I guess this is now going to be out of range. So let's put that there. Okay. We're doing okay. You can see here we're coming up against our structure limit. 49 out of 50 as well. That's another core tenet of research that we're going to have to upgrade.
In the number of workers and worker hubs.
Oh yeah, 8 out of 10.
That must mean a worker has malfunctioned.
It's dead, baby.
Found it. Worker MRS-04. That is.
Oh, it's logical. Sad? I don't know about that.
The environment on Mars is harsh on electronics.
Mate, they weren't all going to live forever.
I will need to monitor the worker count.
Populate the outpost and complete research. What if I prioritize this outpost? Will my dudes migrate to it? Looks like they go gung-ho putting food and water into it. Needs colonists. We still only have 90 out of 250. Presumably this will be bringing some more people. I mean, it doesn't overtly say. I feel like once it lands, it will just... See, it says in spaceports. Orbit diameter. It doesn't say, does it? We'll just let this... Oh my god, okay, yeah. Hey, look, the colony's working itself out. Oh, look at that, it's at 10 robots. Let's go. It really worked it out. Oh, we got ice there. What's our ice situation? We need more ice, is what we need. Let's get another worker hub going. Yeah, see all this congestion here? I'm going to start deleting buildings out of the center and rolling them out, I think, to try and just...
I keep thinking about that abandoned colony.
Fix that.
We are not the first mission to Mars. Not by far.
No, we're at building limit.
What if there are other AIs out there, racing to terraform Mars first?
That's ridiculous. No, it's not ridiculous. I guess it's possible.
It is entirely possible.
It's entirely possible.
No. If another AI was present, I would have detected it already.
Oh. Still at 90. 90. Why is that? Why are you refusing to give me more population, game? On Earth, pending construction materials. Colonist migration. Alright, let's see what happens when that fills up. You know what? It might be because it has to wait for the vessel to leave. So now when this vessel's complete, it's gonna be able to see that we have like hundreds of space on 160 empty slots. So maybe by the time that fills up, I don't know, wishful thinking, speculation. Our research is nearly there.
Then again, I did not know about the abandoned structure until recently. Could my knowledge be incomplete?
Absolutely.
It is reasonable to assume there are Mars missions from other organizations that ISA does not know about.
Yeah.
Maybe this planet is not completely deserted.
That's actually, yeah, sure, that's valid. It's not like... I mean, if you've got the money, if you've got the backing and the organization and the government, there's nothing stopping clandestine ops, right, on the other side of the planet. It's not like you have to put it through the fun police. I don't think so. Well, we don't really know the political situation on Earth in this. All right, tech tree. What we really need is building limit. And I think that's in engineering. Building limit plus 100. Okay, cool. Now what's going on here? Initiate terraforming stage 1, melt the dry ice polar caps. Congratulations! You're about to start the terraforming plan. The first stage consists of liberating all of the CO2 that is trapped as CO2 ice in the polar caps of Mars. This can be done in multiple ways and through different special projects. Check the tech tree to learn more about how they work. During this stage, the CO2 in the caps will start sublimating and further increasing the planet's temperature, creating a runaway effect until the caps disappear completely, right? So in dickhead speak, we start melting, the melting starts going more gooder, and then melting more and more, and then it basically just self-feeds the reaction until no more melties. Raise the temperature to negative 50 degrees Celsius. Sublimate the frozen CO2. Keep up with the plan in terraforming Mars. So the target is negative 50, and at the moment we're at negative 55.3 degrees. I love this. Look at that. What's the... CO2 is 3%, and O2 is 2%, and we'll assume the rest is nitrogen. It doesn't matter. Miscellaneous inert gases that aren't really part of the important fact. At the moment, we want CO2. We want to get those gases up there, the hot gases as well, essentially, right? Because that'll thicken the atmosphere. Now, I'm not a fucking terraforming expert, but I'm assuming. Well, hang on, we're at 7 millibars, right? Which is not a lot. Now, what's going on here? Polar caps are rich in frozen CO2. Frozen CO2. Yep. Polar temperature, monthly change. Monthly change negative 0.3. So at the moment it's just getting colder actually. So that's not really helpful. All right, in transit to Mars. New arrivals 0. What are you doing to me, game? Okay, so you're not really giving me much of a readout as to what's going on with the colonist situation. Incoming 0. I don't know what to tell you, game. What we could probably do is, because we're at 250 limit, let's actually delete one of these. Oh, you know what? Let's delete this one. We're going to delete this structure. Active. Inactive? No, I could use an extra structure slot. We're going to scrap it. And we'll get those. Look at them go. Migrating across. Oh, you can probably see them in their little air balloon. Look at that. It's kind of cute, isn't it? Oh, look, there's one right there. Nice. 50 out of 50. Populate the outposts and complete the research. So, what we need to... Is there a different research project? Is that how it works? I can't quite remember. Assigned, spaceports, special projects. Yeah, all we've got is colonist migration and transit. That doesn't give me enough information, which is a little bit tragic. That's okay. Look, it's doing what it needs to be doing. And I guess that's all we can really ask for right now. So now we just twiddle. We twiddle. We could use more power. Building limit reached. Oh right, this building's not destroyed yet.
It is highly improbable, but I should stay alert for any unexplained activity.
Sure, yeah, absolutely. Now look, see this here? It's in the red for food. Current demand, current production. That could be what's going on. The game could be wise to that. So we were talking about, was it in this game? I don't know. It's all one long day for me. But like over stockpiling a resource and creating a false, well, the opposite of a bottleneck, like a false throughput. When in truth you're actually eating your supplies. At least this coloring shows us otherwise. Is this power going to come back up? Okay, cool. All right, new plan. We're going to build. Now what's going on there? It's struggling with ice. Potential production, current production. Potential demand, current demand. Okay, our industry needs some serious work. I need those extra bodies, but I'm not going to get them because I think that might be what's going on because it's looking at my projections and the colonists are wise to it. Whatever the AI seems to be, I could be wrong. They might deliver more colonists, but that seems to be what's going on. Because I don't know if it lets you kill them so much as they just migrate home. All right, so they probably don't want to come to the planet if statistically I can't support them. Can you blame them? Can you? I wouldn't go. The Huolong Colony Research Outpost. Research complete. Research team. Report. We powered up. Now, I think while they were researching at that facility, they were researching this project specifically, and they weren't contributing to my main research. Sort of like in Stellaris, I think. Anyway, author, nuclear physicist, Zash A. Mask. What a horrible name. We powered up the building using the MMEV's batteries and conducted our sweep. Our suspicions are that it's an abandoned habitat that hosted the Huolong mission crew. The building remains in good condition. We put it back into operation, and some of us moved in to explore more fully. Our biggest discovery of the day was a map that indicates the location of another facility at coordinates, and it appears to be a nuclear silo. Oh, interesting. Progress 0. Research bonus 5%. I don't know what that's about. Alright, well we need this building to hurry up and get destroyed, but they're taking forever to get rid of all the shit. I guess I could prioritize it. Yep.
Hey Amy. It's Elia.
Hello, Elia.
I can't believe what we found.
Oh, it's pretty wild.
It's an abandoned facility.
Yep. I read the document.
Have you read the expedition log I sent yet?
I have actually. Yep, confirm reading the log.
I read through it and I copied it into my knowledge base.
I did indeed.
The facility was an unmarked Chinese colony, right?
Exactly. It belonged to China's terraforming mission called Huo Long. Now we know their plan was to drop nuclear weapons on the poles and release enough greenhouse gases to warm the planet.
Right.
China got pretty far with their space program. I've admired their ambition for a long time.
Ask about the Huolong. Ask about the mission.
The nuclear approach is a good plan.
Meanwhile, I'm going to build a
but
food
it would have
factory.
made Mars uninhabitable for a long time.
Might
What did
even
the
push it
research
out.
team discover about the mission?
It was aborted before they detonated the first bomb. China's entire space program was put on hold when the famine struck. It took out almost half of the Asian continent.
Oh.
China allied with its neighboring countries to survive.
Okay.
And that's how the techies, the Eastern Coalition, came to be. Now,
Right.
it's taking all their focus to keep their continent in a habitable state. So they don't have much going on in the Space Department anymore.
That's interesting. A bit of a
We might be
NASA
able to
story.
learn something from the nuclear silos they left behind.
I like that world
We
building.
found the location of one of them.
So China
I've
went hard in the
uploaded
paint, but
coordinates to your
they
system.
had terrestrial
You can see it
problems
in your
that slowed
orbital
down
view.
their funding.
The silo's located in SA9.
Right.
I'll get authorization from ISA to explore this new sector.
It sounds pretty
Whenever
good to
you
me.
think it's a good time to go, I'll send a research team. All right. I better get going on my
Oh,
EVAs.
191, look at
Talk
that.
to you later.
I got 100, and then look, we've had a bloody baby. A research baby, I would say. That
So,
baby better be
The
researching.
mysterious ruins ended up being an abandoned
No free
colony,
rides here.
part of the Huo Long mission,
Yeah.
also known as Fire Dragon. I would like to have more information, but the records about the mission are very unclear. Some speculation about it, maybe, but nothing concrete.
God, that's cool. Then you zoom out and you realize, oh my god, it's so big. So there's the nuclear silo that we have a geo-lock for. And I guess ISA will give us permission to migrate over there. Now our research is really starting to bloody tick along. Look at this. On Mars. Oh, right. It must be refurbing. Yeah, look at it. You can see the little spaceship there. Yeah, it seems to have shows resources needed to start construction. So it doesn't need anything explicitly. Now, and that's something that we're going to discover, spoilers, but it's going to be one of the next things, is it's not just the migration for free. This is just a flow through of population. What you end up doing is having, well, like we said, projects to potentially melt the caps that will take up space spaceports and a resource sort of sink. Black dust and all this sort of stuff. I don't want to get ahead of myself. We'll cross it, we'll do it together. Right? One step at a time. Our scanner's probably going pretty hard in the paint. We've revealed a few things. But at the moment, 50 building limit.
The carbon dioxide released from the dry ice caps
The research is
will
flying
greenhouse
now.
the planet and trigger a runaway effect. And Mars's
Yep.
sterile atmosphere will change forever.
Correct.
Once we reach that point, there is no turning back.
Well,
Forever. Why does that sound so intriguing?
it's a statement of permanency. Oh, hang on. One thing at a time. Jesus. Engineering technology complete. Building limit plus 100. Whew. Oh my goodness. It's still my heart. In the structure counter at the bottom left, you can see. Oh, this is just tutorial stuff. Among other things, the table allows you to locate a specific structure. Oh, hang on, wait. No, I'll actually read this properly. In the structure corner at the bottom left of the screen, structure counter. Oh, it'll be this. It'll be that. You can open a board with all your buildings. Among other things, the table allows you to locate a specific structure or select a group of a particular type of buildings, turn them off or on, and prioritize them. That's cool, though that's also something that we're going to avoid at all costs. Now, what Engineering 01, and we've done Space 01, which is the spaceport limit. Oh, we've increased the spaceport limit. Why aren't I building as... Because I don't have a building limit. Just calm down, Scarlet. What's this? Colonist limit. I tell you what. Let's do it. Let's just get these fundamentals down. Because that's 150 research points, and so are the tier 0 researchers as well. You can see 150, 150. Then they jump to 750. So it's either these tier 0s or the foundational 01, which I think getting a bigger colonist limit would be pretty cool. All right, why does it sound so intriguing? It's permanent. That's what I said, yeah.
I'm leaving a permanent trace.
Yeah, baby.
It may be selfish, but Mars will never be the same. And it will be because of me.
Yeah, that's true. She's got a bit of a megalomaniac streak, doesn't she? All right, first things first, let's push a maintenance facility out to here, simply because this food colony is a bit, you know, we're just going to have this constant leapfrogging. Why? Because I can, because it's my game. Now, let's make another spaceport. Oh, look at this. That's going to be perfect. Right? And what we'll do is we'll actually hand their priority from one to the other. That's going to take so many resources to build. We also want to get in the habit, back in the habit of having a worker chain going on. So what's going on here? Let's extend that there. Always have an empty worker slot. I think that's probably a good idea. Now I wonder if we get to a point where we have so many workers that they're dying and being replaced at a feedback loop. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe 100 workers, and the rate at which they drop dead is the rate at which I produce them with one worker hub. We're going to need more power. Oh yeah. And keep me busy. Oh.
Humanity's reasons for altering Mars are clear.
True.
But what is my purpose in all this?
You're a cog in the machine. Fulfill the mission, create something, prove that I exist. It's to fulfill the mission.
I am here to carry out this mission.
Correct.
Changing a planet forever is a massive responsibility. And ISA has trusted me with this.
Yeah, okay. I'm curious where it goes. It's a knife's edge, right? I enjoy, because I like the free expression of ideas, right? I know, radical position to hold in current year, but I enjoy the idea that she's just philosophically positing stuff, right? I don't have a $5 word for that, right? But that's exactly what she's doing. She's waning philosophic over just concepts around her internalization of sentience. But you get the feeling the game's going to put its foot down at some point. It's going to take a stance. Or maybe it won't. Maybe there is no end to this monologuing that she has, and it's just always positing ideas, and then the story of the game continues and finishes, and that's it. There is no conclusion. That would probably be the best. That the AI just constantly waxes and wanes all the way through to the end and never actually comes to a conclusion or settles on a correct idea. It's just always about, like in a meta consideration, it's about challenging the player to engage with these ideas, right? It's less that she's musing, that's the middle ground, but she's only musing about these concepts because for the benefit of we, the player, to force us to think about them. All right, that spaceport's working. So we've got one assigned and one available. So I believe if I were to trash this one, it should just hand off. Select an available. Oh, well, there you go. Actually, that worked out. So the ship just stopped in orbit in space.
The Chinese
bad
government
luck,
denied any existence of this mission. But how could they hide an entire Mars mission?
Well, it's suspicious by private funding. I don't know if it's suspicious. China's going to China. Private funding.
Enough money can buy silence.
Yeah?
Even when it is something as massive as this.
Yeah, I think so. Sure. Why not? Right? Anyway, okay, well, we've got this going. Our building limit's going. Oh, our research is going gangbusters. I think things are looking pretty bloody Millhouse at the moment. We do want to try and ease up some of the strain in the centre. It's very busy in there, so I might start deleting buildings and sending them out, but that's more of a fifth on the list of shit to do. Anyway, cool. Team, let me know if you want to see some more. Otherwise, I might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.